The High Court has dismissed an application filed by lawyers for Chairman Wontumi seeking further disclosures from state prosecutors in the ongoing case in which he is accused of unlawfully permitting mining on his Summer Boy concession. Counsel for the first accused, Andy Apiakubi, argued that the prosecution witness relied on a purported deed or agreement allegedly signed by Chairman Wontumi and another accused person, and therefore the defense needed copies of these documents to properly prepare for trial. However, the Deputy Attorney General, Dr. Justice Shrimsai, strongly opposed the application, describing it as legally misconceived. After considering the motion and the affidavit in support, the court held that the defense had not demonstrated any legal basis or justification for the document requested. The judge therefore dismissed the application for further disclosures. Let's go on the phone lines and speak to our court correspondent, Hansen Ajiman, for more on today's development in court. Hansen, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. Tell us more. We'll try and work the lines and speak to my colleague Hansen Ajiman, who is in the court for us. But away from that, the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana has strongly condemned the recent decision by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission to increase utility tariffs, that is ECG, by 9.86% and water by 15.92%. In a press release dated December 8, FABAG called on PURC to immediately reverse the tariffs and focus on reforming the ECG and the Ghana Water Limited. We are joined via Zoom by the president of FABAG, John Awuni, to get more on this. Mr. Awuni, thank you so much for your time. We'll try and work the lines, but let's go back to our earlier story with regards to issues to do with Chairman Wontumi. We are joined on the phone lines by our court correspondent, Hansen Ajiman. Hansen, good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us. Tell us more what's transpired in court with regard to Chairman Wontumi and the case against him.
So this is a case relating to Chairman Wontumi's concession at Summer Boy, where he is accused of allowing some persons to mine in the concession or on the concession without the necessary authorization from authorities. The case was earlier scheduled for case management conference, which essentially is a process that the court will go through before full trial begins. However, at the start of proceedings, the judge noted that as part of Chairman Wontumi's bail conditions, he was supposed to be appearing before the investigator for some number of period in a month, and then the investigator is expected to then report back to the court. But ever since he has been on bail, the investigator has failed to report to the court whether Chairman Wontumi is adhering to the bail condition or not. The judge indicated that rather than opting to detain Chairman Wontumi, she would then rather vary the bail condition and make Chairman Wontumi report to the Register of the Court for the Register of the Court to then give a report to the court on whether Chairman Wontumi is adhering to the bail condition or not. Then the court decided to begin with the case management conference. However, there was an application by lawyers for Chairman Wontumi asking for further disclosures. They indicated before the court that they've seen a witness statement by a prosecution witness who says that he cited a deed between Chairman Wontumi and some another person, and that they are asking the court to order the prosecution to disclose that particular document. The state disagreed with Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Shrimsai, arguing that the application and the argument that have been raised by lawyers for Chairman Wontumi, led by Andy Apiakubi, do not meet the legal requirement for further disclosures to be ordered. The judge, upon listening to both sides, agreed with prosecution and dismissed the application by lawyers for Chairman Wontumi for further disclosures.
So, Hansen, what happens after today?
Well, so the case has been adjourned. At the next adjourned date, the case management conference is supposed to take place. At this case management conference, the state will outline the number of witnesses it will be relying on, the days perhaps it would need for them to do their testimony, and then also a time frame will be set within which the accused persons will have to cross-examine witnesses for the prosecution, as well as taking a tally of all documents that will be relied upon by prosecution for prosecuting its case.
Grateful for your time. Hansi Najuman is my colleague here at 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV.